that takes you to this higher self, or that expands ourself, is called yoga. So there are different kinds of yoga. So yoga is not only hatha yoga, or that is what I'm saying. Yoga can be done by work, as you people are doing, and yoga can be done by any meditation, any asanas, or any other work. By love also, people love and they are also doing yoga, and that's called bhakti yoga. So in the Krishna, we say Krishna and Radha. Radha was doing bhakti yoga. Radha was not simply only loving. That was something else was going on. So when we love somebody, actually, we do not love that person. We love that element which is called love, exuding from that person. It is only the love when we exude from the other person, we start loving that person. If the same person starts hating, we don't love that person. That means we do not love that person. We only love the feelings which is coming from the person. So we should not get attached to the person, but the feeling coming from the person. So that feeling is more important, and that is why the body does not matter, the individual does not matter. What matters is what is coming through that. And if we can understand that, we are already understanding the subtle part of the existence. Now, um, what are our chakra systems? So in our yogic system, we all also have 7 different chakras. So these 7 different chakras are not myth. They are not myth. They have been tested. They have been scientifically proven also. And in labs and all, you can also click a picture of it. There are 7 different chakras in our body, starting from the down to up. We have there are different names of that chakra. What that chakra does is that it takes the pranic energy from the environment and just brings to all of our organs, and then rejuvenates it. So it is very important that all of our chakras should be really clean, and it should not have any toxins. So it should not have any toxins. For that, we should always be doing anything which is related to spine. So anything with the movement of spine, we are already doing, and we are already actually pumping our blood deep into our spinal cord. And then whatever toxins or whatever dirt we have within ourselves would just be removed, so that it will be more cleaner. And once it is more clean, our blood would flow more inside our nervous system, so central nervous system. So that's the science behind it, and that's why we do all these asanas, so that you can have your spinal cord cleaned. And so what energy that we are taking? We are taking this pranic energy. So pranic energy is the first form of energy, what we can say. As I had also explained it the other last time, that we have different kinds of energy. So in all the energies, the fundamental energy is life trance. So life trance is, you can find it. It is mentioned in Yogananda's book of autobiography. It's a very famous book. If you haven't read it, you can just go through it. There you can find it, the life trance. So life trance is, so there is electron, proton, neutron, and when you just break it down, it will become into quarks, and then quarks becomes the string theory, and then when string theory, and now scientists are now finding out what is string theory. So the string theory, if you just break it, all these string theory, and then you will start finding life trance, and these life trance we are taking in the form of oxygen. We are also taking in the form of food, water, and whatever we get the energy in whichever way, we get only this energy, pranic energy. So through meditation and also through asanas, we are getting this pranic energy. This pranic energy is very subtle. It can go through, it can just pass through anything. So it's just like, you can say it's a dark matter. So dark matter can uh, pass through anything, and it is everywhere. And also in Vedas, it is written, the pranic energy is everywhere. It can pass to everybody and anything. It can pass to any wall also. So everywhere there is pranic energy. So when we just sit into meditation or pranayama, what we do is just to extract the pranic energy from the cosmos. We extract the pranic energy from the oxygen. It's not the oxygen that we just take it. It's just not the air that we just take it in and out. It's not breathing in and out. People just think that this is oxygen that we take it. It's all about oxygen. No, it's all about pranic energy. Oxygen is made of pranic energy, so life trance, and that life trance, once it just goes in and we just take it out, we get more healthy, and that is a reason behind it when we do pranayama. And the all these things what we do here in yoga is to make ourselves more energetic. That's it. So energy is what we are looking for, nothing else. We are looking for pure energy so that we can work, we can think better, we can connect to our own self. It is only the lack of energy that we are separated here. So we need to come back to our own energy, and that is through the pranic energy. Okay, so how it is helpful? Some of the people may ask this question, that how it is helpful in our corporate life. Definitely, it would help in your corporate life, because I also worked in a corporate life, and there is a lot of stress, I believe, in the corporate life, and there is a lot of tasks and things to be accomplished. So if you are calm down, definitely you can do things better. If you are balanced, if your emotions are balanced, if you're not getting angry little faster, or if you're not getting agitated, you can do things better. So meditation and all these asanas and yogic practices will calm you down, and you will come back to your own self. You can only be relieved, you can only be in peace when you come back to your own self. Remember this, only when you are coming back to your own self you feel peace. Peace is nowhere, but you need to come back to your own self. And how you can come back to your own self? You need to release the curtain of thoughts. Thought is the barrier between you and the peace. You are standing, there is a peace, there is a thought, and you don't know how to reach the peaceful state. It's when the thought stops, you are automatically there within yourself. When you are there within yourself, peace already arises. Peace has to arrive, because peace is your integral part. It is not that you will get it from somewhere. Peace is our integral part. We are away from peace. So when we can only come back to the peace when we can leave the thought. Thought is the chaos. See, there are a lot of chaos. There are two ways of saying, oh, the world is so beautiful, but world is also into duality. It's me and you. I am better than you, and the fight starts. So the Russia is always better than Ukraine. Whatever Ukraine says, Russia is better. So this is the fight starts. So no matter how much intelligent people are, they have to come back to their own selves. And then when they come back to their own self, they would realize that everybody is not everybody. Everybody is just the part of me. And that is not only in the books, but you need to realize that. How you would realize that? That can only be done through meditation, through asanas and all those practices. That if you would do it, then maybe one day you would realize that this is not me. These all 10 people or 12 people is not the other part, but it is myself. That is the crux of yoga. That is how you need to feel in the yoga. If you can do that, then you are reaching oneness. You're getting what I'm trying to say. It's not a bookish thing that I'm saying. So this is yoga. Yoga is not about me and you. Yoga is about oneness, and oneness not in thoughts. Oneness is in experience, is in being. That yes, this is oneness, and you should know it. You should realize that yes, this is oneness. Okay, it's written in the book, oneness. Okay, me and you, oneness. Okay, I understand. But still, people are fighting. No, no, no. There has to be, if there is a pain, if there is a pain in Mrinalini's head, that I should feel the pain. If you are that close, then you are into yoga. Then definitely you have to cure her, because the pain is there within yourself, right? You are feeling that pain. It's the same thing. It's the same thing when you are connected to thousands of people at the same time. You are no more away from that people. And when you're not away from those people, the pain is yours, the happiness is yours. And that is called real oneness. That you need to experience that. This is a little tricky part of it, but that maybe if you would just try, people can get it that stage. Okay, so now we are just doing little asana practices, and after the asana practices, we will be doing recapping all those asanas, pranayamas, and all those things that we had done it past in the past. So just let's stand up and do a little jumping. It's only 2 minutes of jumping, slight jumping. Okay, all of you sit down, please. Now, the first asana that we are going to do is Paschim Tanasana. In Paschim Tanasana, you all are stretching your leg forward now like this, and then closing your both of the legs together. And then with these two fingers, which is your index finger, you are catching both of your toes like this. And then look straight. By exhaling from the nose, mouth remain closed. You bend forward as much as possible, not that you have to connect your head to the knee. You just do it as you can, as you are comfortable. Just bend it like this and stay. You keep inhaling and exhaling. You keep inhaling and exhaling in the final position and just stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhalation, come back straight and relax. And now this is one asana. The second asana that I'm going to do is Bhujangasana. You need to lie down on your belly like this. And then place both of your palms below your shoulders. Your legs should be joined together at the back. I think now I'm more audible. And now by inhaling, you lift your, like this. You lift yourself up like this and look up towards the sky and keep inhaling and exhaling and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. By exhaling, slowly come down and completely relax yourself. When you're relaxing, you are inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Mouth should remain closed. And completely relax. Now again, join your leg together and your palms facing downwards. Inhale and lift up both of your legs together at the back like this. Inhale and lift up and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. By slowly exhaling, you need to lower down your legs and relax. When you're relaxing, you're closing your eyes, mouth remain closed. Focus on your breathing and also only breathe through the nose. Now, bend your legs from the knee and hold your legs like this from both of your hands. And now while inhaling, you need to lift up your upper body and the lower body like this, like this, and look up and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Slowly you need to come down and relax completely. Now you need to lie down like this. This is called Shavasana, and relax your body completely. Close your eyes, focus on your breathing. Let the breathing be normal. Your palms facing up. Relax it. Just be there for 1 minute. Once your body becomes normal, then we can get up. We do it so that we would not feel tired the entire day. That's why after the asana, we do this Shavasana or resting pose. We also call it corpse pose. You don't do anything. You don't fight with your thoughts as well. For a minute or two, you can just keep lying down. And as you feel that you are good, and then you're relaxed, you can turn towards your right side slowly. And with the help of both of your hands, sit up. All of you. So this is asana. Now we're gonna do Yoni Mudra. Yoni Mudra is the one that we had just covered it the last time. Through Yoni Mudra, you can balance yourself and energize yourself. And have you guys practiced it before in these 5 days, 7 days? Anybody? Anything that I had just okay, good. But Mrinalini, you have already been doing it. Now, anybody who is new has done it. Uh, can you? I can't hear you, Jennifer. I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. The microphone is off.
You are muted.
Oh, there we go. Just I've been trying a little bit, some of the things throughout the day. I probably need to do it in the morning.
Okay. I've already sent you the process of all these things. You know the texts, so you can refer it. Definitely, it's not in one time you will understand, but if you would just get stuck, you can just refer to the text and you will just come to know. Right? So we are gonna do it once again. This is Yoni Mudras. As for Yoni Mudra, what we do it, all these hands would just come like this, and they would just you just make this posture, and then all the fingers will join together like this, and this thumb would also be joined together, and you make this position. And after that, you just place it here. This is called Yoni Mudra, the womb pose. Just like through the womb, a new child is born. Womb has a tremendous power. This gesture will give you a new child within yourself. It will also detoxify yourself and energize yourself and build every cell, rebuild every cell within yourself. Just close your eyes and do nothing. And do not think it's just okay by sitting like this, nothing happens. because there is a lot of things can happen in the pranic energy. There is a lot of things happening. So just close your eyes and feel, is there any change that you can feel within yourself? Just close your eyes and do this gesture and feel what is happening within your body. You might feel some changes emotionally or physically, heat, cold, or any other thing, or peace, or thoughtlessness. Just keep sitting. Today we are already a little late, and that's why I would just not do it for like 5 to 6 minutes. I will just do it only for 2 minutes. But if you're feeling you would only be able to realize in 2 minutes, no problem. You will be able to realize in 2 minutes something is happening within your body. And it's not psychological, it's something happening. And who is creating? This is pranic energy. This is pranic elements. This is pranic molecules which are entering into your body, making you calmer and energetic. Yoni Mudra. It can be done any time of the day. You can also do it while opening your eyes, but it's recommended that you should do it with the closed eye. Because when the eyes are closed, you are more able to focus on what is happening, what started happening within the body. Some may feel a rush of energy, some may feel peace. A lot of people start crying because this is the toxins that is there buried within themselves within a form, in the form of uh, sad emotions that actually starts coming out. So anything can happen. Sometimes it may not happen in just 2 minutes. Sometimes it may happen in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The recommended time for this to do is approximately 10 minutes. You just don't have to believe it. You just do it. Just feel it. It is happening. One more minute, and we are going good. And I believe all of you can unmute themselves also while practicing, because I think it's better, because if you want to say something, I can hear, otherwise you have to unmute it, and then so you can let it unmute it already. Half a minute. You can only connect back to yourself when you're away from the thoughts. And this process also loosening your thoughts, also melting your thoughts. Okay, please open your eyes. So for the new people who are doing it the first time, have you felt anything? Or it's just simple nothing?
I think it is a relaxing position. It made me sit straight, more straight.
Right. What was happening in your mental state? Something was happening in your mental state? Or...
Well, I try to relax, but sometimes some thoughts come to my mind. Yeah, I still struggle
You
with
don't need
that.
to try. Okay, okay. Thoughts will come. Thoughts will see. The cessation of thoughts is the ultimate yoga. Means the yoga takes the final shape when all these thoughts will cease. So it will take time. When we have achieved everything, when we can stop the thoughts, it takes time. So that's one thing. But still, you should feel some, okay, lightness, calmness, relaxedness within yourself. So that may happen. But in time, not now, in time it may happen. Okay, now we're going to do Nadi Shodhan Pranayam. So Nadi Shodhan Pranayam is that you lift your right hand and you hold and close your left nostril. You close your left nostril, and now nobody is going to do it. I'm going to show. There are a lot of new people. So first, I'm going to demonstrate. You just see it for 1 minute, and then you can do it afterwards. So you close your left nostril, and then you start inhaling from the right nostril. So inhale slowly, very slowly. So how you will do it? I'll just show you my hand. This is how slowly you need to inhale it. This is how slowly you need to inhale it. And once the inhalation is complete, you need to close and release the air from the other nostril. So this is the alternate breathing. So from one nostril, you need to take the breath in, and then you close the nostril, and you take the breath out from the other nostril. Again, you need to take the breath in from the same nostril from where you have taken it out, and then you need to exhale it from the other nostril. So keep closing and opening the nostril, and inhaling and exhaling. So inhaling from one nostril, exhaling from the other nostril, and then from the same nostril you inhale it, exhale from the other nostril. In this way, you need to keep doing it for approximately 3 minutes. So how you need to do it? I just show you. This is how you need to do it. Not even you don't need to do it right now. I'm just showing you. This is how you need to do it. And then again, inhale it from the same nostril and exhale it from the other nostril. It is when you become completely still, you have already achieved yoga. Yoga is not about being slim. Yoga is not about becoming healthy. When you are still, you have reached, and you don't have to go anywhere else. It's the freedom. So stillness is the key of yoga. Stillness is the key of everything. When you're completely still, you can focus. If you're not still, you can't focus. If your mind is still, you can still focus. You can do different wonders of things. But if your mind is not still, you can't do it. So it is when the mind is completely still, beyond the stillness, when you pass through the horizon of birth and death, that is a different stage. That means you start getting rejuvenated and you know what is your reality. But till then, you need to keep doing this alternative breathing. Okay, let's do it. All of you. What yogis do, they breathe it to the place where they don't breathe. They stop breathing. Breathing is also will bring you pain, because pain and word goes hand in hand. So very slowly, you need to inhale and exhale as if you're not breathing. as if you're completely still. Here, stillness is God. Nothing else is God. Stillness is God. You become completely still from the mind and the body and from the thoughts. Nothing happens. When nothing happens, all the curtain goes away and reality unveils. Reality can only be unveiled when there is no thought. And in the perfect state of stillness, there is no thought. It's not only the movement of the body, but also the movement of the thoughts and the mind. If that ceases, we're already there. And this is what we are looking for. We are looking for connect to our own selves. In everything and anything, we are trying to become thoughtless, that we ourselves don't know. We are always trying to become thoughtless subconsciously. We are juggling with our own thoughts. We are hopping from one thought to another, thinking that this thought will give you peace. Peace can only be there when there is no thought. And that's called Maya, that you are hopping from one thought to another, thinking that this thought will give you peace. Peace is only when there is no thought. Thought is a driving force. Thoughtless state is a resting state. So you need to rest well in order to go and into the energetic world. You need to rest to gain the energy, to regain the energy, so that you can do things better when you are going into the energetic world. And that's why here it is a refueling ourselves with pranic energy. When the thoughts are not there, tremendous amount of pranic energy will just come to you, and then you would just instill all those pranic energy. It only happens when there is less thoughts. If you have more thoughts, you're not able to get pranic energy. And that's why all those yogis and all, they are so powerful because they have less thoughts. They get more of the pranic energy. And they become godlike man. They have tremendous powers. Very slowly. You don't have to fight with your body. Just keep doing it. Slowly, gradually it will come. It wouldn't come in one day. It might take 7 days, 8 days, 10 days. It's a long process. But once you get the taste of it, you would not want to leave it, provided that you would get the taste of it. If you're really doing it well, you are already in the path. BKS Iyengar also said, once the light of the yoga is lit, it is not even, it never dims. It not even dims. You have to be into this path. It's like when for the person has fallen in love, has seen, experienced love, would definitely go into the path of love. Okay, all of you stop, please. Any new experience? Anybody who experienced it, then they also can share it. So this will take you into no thought state. Jennifer is really happy.
I was surprised that it took me so, like, it seems simple, but I couldn't slow down my breath. You know, just
You
really
can't
try.
slow down.
Yeah.
Oh, so it takes time. What do you feel any change in your mental state?
Definitely calmer.
Yes, yes,
And I think
yes.
I appreciate when somebody's telling me what to do so I don't have to think about it.
Right, right, right. Thinking, you don't have to think. You don't have to stop thinking also as well. You know, when I say it's not, it's all about not thinking. So people again, they do something. They try to stop. So again, they are wasting the energy. It's about don't do anything. Whatever is happening, let it happen. It'll automatically stop. But I can see, anyways, I can see the calmness in your faces. You know, uh, people who do not have the camera on, but at least except them, I can feel the change and the faces that they are calmer. But yes, do not try to do things because it's a long process. It takes time. It takes time. You just when you keep doing it, and it will come. Okay. Now we are gonna do Brahmari Pranayam. Again, this Brahmari Pranayam, you don't have to try it. You just need to do it. Be present and do it slowly. You don't have to fight with your body. If your breath is not slowing down, it will come in time. In 1 week or 2 weeks, it will slow down, and then you will find okay, it's happening automatically. When you try it, then it will not happen, and definitely will not happen in one day. You know, sometimes it takes, I wouldn't say otherwise, people say, no, no, this is not my way now. Sometimes it takes years, and sometimes it takes months, you know. If it depends if you how much you are tuned to this energetic process. If you're little bit tuned, if you're already into sports or some, you know, meditative practices or prayers or all those things, then you are used to it and you will just get along quite easily. So this is last meditation practice, and after that we are going to do no thought meditation, which is an important part of today's practice. So this Brahmari one, I had just also explained it to you the last time. What you can do with both of your arms, you just lift up like this. Not right now. I'm just showing you. This is a demonstration, and then you need to close both of your ears like this. So I just take off my ear lobe and then close like this. So all these two flaps here, you close these two flaps and sit straight. And what you need to do, inhale from the nose. Once you inhale it from the nose completely, then you need to exhale it again from the nose by closing your eyes and seeing on your third eye. And also at the same time, you need to let your teeth a little open, not closed completely. So your teeth should be little like this, not completely tight. It will be loose. When it is loose, you're more able to find the focus here and it is vibrating here. When it is completely closed, you will not be able to find the vibration here. So the whole point is to create more and more vibration. More vibration you're gonna create, the better it will be detoxified. Your body will be detoxified and you will go into no thought state. So you need to do like this. I show you how you need to do it. This is how you need to do it. what we are doing is, what we are trying to create the sound of Om. The Om sound is what we are trying to create. And this Om sound is a primordial sound that it is written in the Vedas that it is a primordial sound. Now, when we just go into science, when we have already talked about it, electron, proton, neutron, when we just break down, it will break down into quarks, and then quarks is made out of string theory. And string is not only just stays there, it just vibrates. So when something vibrates, there is a sound. And that sound is the fundamental sound through which everything else is created. And scientists also say, NASA scientists also say that there are strings and there are not only 3 dimensions, there are hundreds of dimensions. And then we go into it and then we can go a little more far. I don't want to go far into it. But what they say that strings are vibrating, and the way things are vibrating, we are creating different things. So all these things which are created here out of the string theory, they are vibrating at a certain frequency. And that sound that it gets created is Om sound. It's not Om, it's, and that is why this sound, we are trying to create it and synchronize it with this primordial force, that we can come back to the fundamental force and fundamental energy. You guys are getting it. And we connect back to our own primordial force, the original force. So now scientists have started proving all these things. The string theory is not only the string which is sitting there, there are different waves of strings are vibrating, and the way strings are vibrating, the things are getting created, materialized. And this 3 dimensions is not is only one dimension. There are multiple dimensions that we are not aware of. And we are also seeing that there are different things that we see in this world. Men are vibrating at different string theory level, when women are vibrating at different string theory level. So there are different vibrating frequency on which the things are getting created. So we are also trying to create that frequency or that sound so that I can connect back to our own self. So let's do it all together. 6 times. Only 6 times. So all when you're doing it, you're making this sound. Okay. Jennifer, you already seen your karma, right? Yes. Any new person who felt something? I'm sorry, what's your name? Anna Tower, right?
Yes.
Okay, Anna. Can I call you Anna?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else felt a little calmer or peaceful? You can raise the hand. That's it. I can understand. Okay. Okay. Three people. Okay. Hmm. Now we're gonna do this meditation. So it's already 8 now. We are 15 minutes. We are running 15 minutes late, but still I have time 15 minutes if you guys have. So just let me know if I can just continue. It will take 10 to 15 more minutes because this is a meditation program that we are gonna do. This is the main program. So if that is okay with you guys, is that okay? All of you?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So now this is a meditation practice that I have taken from Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. It's one of the most prominent texts in which talks about nothing, nothingness and void. And now uh, Vedas says that everything has come up from nothingness. It's the nothingness, and the nothingness can be felt only when there is no thought. When there is no thought, there is no existence. And there is no existence, you can feel the state of nothingness. And that all these 112 different types of meditation given in this text are mm, on nothingness or void. And now recently also, um, uh, scientists say that the entire universe has come from the Big Bang. They are also proving the theory what is written there in our Vedas, that it is everything is coming from Big Bang, and the Big Bang is the Big Bang. From the point of Big Bang there was nothing. So from nothing everything has come up. 13.7 billion years ago there was nothing, and on that nothingness there was a spark, and that burst was called Big Bang. And before that there was nothing. That is what scientists say now. And that was already written in Vedas. That you can also feel that state, which is called the state of nothingness. Everything has come from nothingness. So that nothingness we need to create within ourselves. When we can create within ourselves, so that feels little. How can I create nothingness within ourselves? When then you have no thoughts, you were already in the state of nothingness. Nothingness is the most powerful state. It is not the least powerful state. It is the most powerful state. It is the most powerful, and that is why it has nothing. It has no pride. When you have full of something, you have nothing to say. You have to say, you have things to say when you are lacking something. You have to say in order to get something out of the other person. But when you are completely full of everything, every emotion, you just there. You don't need to say anything. You just don't do anything. I am just quiet. I am fulfilled. And that is why after all these fulfillment, any kind of fulfillment, you become mum. You become thoughtless and speechless. It is only, oh, I'm satisfied. So that is a real state. So how can we go back to this thoughtless state? So now for this, I can explain you the verse from this book, which is Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. I can explain you what's written in this, and this is how you need to do it. What verse 56 says, the world is a part of God, it flows out from God. Now, what it says, God here, do not understand God when I say God is just a person. God is an element, God is a being, God is the power of nature, whatever you can just call it. God is not the form of a human being. It's the energy. Energy never dies. That science says. So what we just perceive God as energy. This is energy, and energy never dies. So the world is a part of God. That means this world has come out of nothingness, which is God, which we call it God. It flows from the God. That means God has created it. This nothingness has created it. Now one has to imagine this process being reversed. So when it has come out of something, so if we can go back to something, we can get the peace. So here, what we are going to do, this is a process that I am telling you. This process you need to do mentally when you are doing it, this meditation, and that's why I'm explaining it to you. So just listen it carefully what I'm saying. No one has to imagine this process being reversed. So you need to go back to your original state. So you need to go back to your Big Bang. Big Bang has all the universal state right now, which is expanded in 93 billion light years. Whatever was there is just was there in one tiny point. So when you go back to that one tiny point, you would understand yourself as fullness, as the relished being, so revived. So you need to go back to that state. So just as a wave subsides back into river, a pot dissolves into clay, or a bracelet dissolves into metal, meditate that the entire world dissolves into God. So meditate, you need to meditate that the world has going back into the state of the first state of the starting of the universe, which is the Big Bang. Nothing was there. So for that, how you can do that? So you see, you can feel it. What is written here is practice this meditation sitting comfortably. You need to just sit comfortably like this, and then with the eyes closed, imagine the entire world or the universe slowly dissolving. So when you are sitting like this, you need to think. What you need to think, close your eyes and think that the world is dissolving. The world, this is a solid world, and this is dissolving. You don't have to do it right now. I'm just telling you, explaining it, and then you need to do it afterwards. So you just think that the world is too solid right now, that you can touch and feel, and there is a barrier and all these things. That is getting dissolved. That is getting little loose, and it is becoming more of a liquid kind. That all the trees, all the nature, all these men, people, car, everything what you see as completely solid, that you can't just poke into it, it is becoming more of a liquid. It is becoming less solid. This is what you need to think. Everything in this world, whatever you think, even the sun, moon, everything, this is what you need to think. And then it has slowly become water-like thing. It's all water-like element. It's like very, very liquid. That means they are less solid. And now after that, water is becoming vapor. It is becoming gas. So water will no longer remain water. It will become like gas. There was nothing. Now there is a still gas is there. Now you need to dissolve that gas also. Now gas has dissolved into this space. Gas has also been dissolved. So what remains is nothing. Not even light, because light is also a part of creation that has come after the Big Bang. We need to go before the Big Bang. So there was even no light. There is completely darkness. People say God is light. What I believe is God is beyond light, because light is also a creation. There are photons, and that travels. And this light is also not there. There is nothing. There is no thought. And you're not even trying to stop the thought. So you're going back from the solid to the liquid, and from the liquid to gas, and from the gas to nothing. There's space. And not even light is there. When you see far away, there is nothingness. There is only nothingness. The state of nothingness is the pure existence that you can feel within yourself. And this can happen when you meditate like this. So all you need to do is just to erect your spine and close your eyes and feel that this is solid, and solid is becoming liquid. Liquid is becoming gas, and gas is becoming into nothingness, space. So when you see space in the dark space up in the sky, 12 o'clock at night, you see nothing. And that kind of nothingness is everywhere. Even you are not present. You are seeing, but you're not seeing yourself. Who is seeing is that you don't know. Is that what is seeing is God? That is yourself. That is God hidden within yourself that we do not know. That what is seeing is the existence itself. What is seeing is the presence of the eternity. You are seeing, but you are not able to see yourself, because you are also vaporized. You are also not there. So what is seeing can be called as awareness. This awareness is what is prevailing everywhere. So guys, you have understood what I'm trying to say? Okay. So all of you are just closing your eyes. Close your eyes, all of you. It's a very powerful meditation. Think the world. It is solid now. And now start thinking in this way. I would not be speaking, you just need to do it on your own from the solid, liquid, to vapor, gas, to nothingness, no light, no thought, nobody is there. Not even you is present. Nothing is present. That nothingness is the ultimate reality. And it is in that nothingness, somewhere the Big Bang occurred. That is what scientists say. That is what the texts also say. There is much similarity that you can find within these two concepts. It is completely nothingness. A wonderful state. You can keep trying until you find that nothingness or the peace arises within you. And once you arrive that state, you don't have to do anything. You just stay there. Not that you have to keep doing it all the time. You have to thinking it. Thinking is just the process to lead you to the space where there is nothingness. Once you reach there, you don't have to think over and over again. If you can't reach that, you need to start over until you reach there. This is the whole point. Meditation is to take you to the state of nothingness. And if you have reached it, there is no process needed. Is that we have reached from New York to Denver. Once we have reached Denver, we don't have to board the plane over and over again because the work of the plane has just finished. The flight has reached, and now you don't have to board and keep sitting on the plane. You just move on. You are in the Denver. So, and similarly, here the process is just the flight. You reach the destination, which is the no thought state. You just don't do the process. But if you can't, just go back once again until the flight reaches. These are the meditation process that really works for people who have been trying meditation for last 10 years and say that it doesn't happen. For them, it happens. Just be quiet for 2 minutes. One more minute. Slowly, very slowly open your eyes. Take your time. No haste. So this is meditation of connecting back to your own original self. Mrinalini, you have really gone deep, right, into it.
It was sort of state of thoughtlessness. I tried to get that, but as you said, it's difficult and it's a journey, and we are just starting. So maybe someday after some
How many
days.
people? Yeah, I see. But how many people can really see the change on Mrinalini's face? Can anybody just make it out that how fresh she is now right now? Can you make it out? She's like she slept 10 hours and now she's completely fresh, new being. This is what you can feel. I know all of you guys are feeling it or not because most of the cameras are switched off, but I am also an aura reader, so I can see the aura. There are changes in aura in Mrinalini's, especially in Mrinalini's face, and around there is more calmness and peace that I can feel. But people are switching off their cameras, so only three people I can see. So yeah, there are yes. Jennifer, you want to say something?
No, I thought it was very, very relaxing. And it seems like when you try to think, okay, I'm not going to think about the hard floor or the temperature of the room. Those are all the distractions that I try to not think about those things. But I liked it. I thought it was calming and helpful.
These are the meditations that actually really work for people who have been trying and they say to me, I could not do meditation. I can't do meditation. For 7 years I've been trying it and nobody can let me go into meditation. And they go into meditation, directly into it. This is how powerful this meditation is. And now, what about you? Maybe you're thinking that, oh, okay, this might have happened with them. Let me think what happens with me. Or something really you felt it?
I think to me, this is something that I've been trying to do for many, many years. Try to silence my mind and not have any thought when I'm doing different things throughout the day. When I'm doing my day-to-day duties, I try to be thoughtless, but it's a journey, like Mrinalini says. It is a journey, and I think I'm still in the first stages of this practice.
But any changes that you felt after this last meditation? Or did it help you in any way?
I think, like Jennifer said, I feel more relaxed and calmed. I feel like I can continue after the meditation. I can continue being in this same state for a bit longer.
That is a achievement. If we've been trying and it could not happen and now it happened. So I think this is a wonderful thing. But all of you guys, it's not that you have to try. You don't try it. You just follow the process. It's just like a mathematical thing. You just do it and it happens. When you try and chase it, it would not happen. You don't chase it. You chase the love, love would not come back to you. Okay, they say, okay, I've been chased. Let me go to another person. I've already been chased. No, so you don't chase it, you just be there and people will come back to you. So you just be there. Thoughtlessness is your original state. Is your original being. You are not thoughts. You are thoughtless already. But we have forgotten. A lot of thoughts have come. Now I have to go, I have to buy laptop, I have to do this, I have become a yoga teacher, I have become this and that, and minister, and I don't know what, and I have to buy this banana, and all these things. So whatever thoughts are there, we just the outer world, as it says, or the text says, the God has projected themselves into this all variety. The world has come out of God. The world means the world has come out of nothingness. So you created all these things and you are already entangled into it. And then again you are trying to do all this. You don't have to try, you just leave everything and then you automatically go back to just like a spring. Spring is just stretched, and when you leave it, it will automatically come back to its original place. Same way, when you're not trying, you don't try to stop the thought. Because when you are stopping the thought, you are putting more of the energy in stopping the thought. You cannot come back to your own self. You can only come back to your own self when you leave all those energies. So the energy won't go anywhere else but have to come back to their original state and to your original being. This is by default would come. You don't have to try. But when you're trying, you're already into world. You're getting my point. Okay. So let's finish it up. It's already 23 minutes more. So we try with this verse. Asatoma Sadgamaya. You all can say that. Samsoma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityormam Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you for participating in this workshop, and we'll see the next time. And I suggest you to please practice. If you would just practice, and then you will be able to understand what I'm trying to say. Because sometimes people would not be able to understand what it is. Because I myself understood my guru after 3 years. What he's trying to say. Thoughtless, and I am thoughtless. Okay, world, me, God. What does it mean? All I could not understand. I was just thinking when my guru would stop and I would just go eating. I'm hungry. I could not understand and figure it out. And it is like that. It takes time to understand all these things, to grasp all these things, and then only not from the bookish thing that you would understand. You would have to practice. When you just practice, it will start coming in your realization, and then you'll understand. Oh, what it means like this. It means this. Okay, it is really true. Oh, Big Bang is really true. It is really existing. This becomes a really, very adventurous journey. It becomes adventurous journey because it is not the religion. It is the reality, which is put into religion. It is the reality itself. So you're going through the reality of your own self. It's not that, okay, you have to do this and this and this. God is there standing and you have to worship, and then otherwise he's just he's having a thorn and he can beat you. Oh, no, like this. Not like this. It's just you. You need to unveil yourself. That's it. And that can only happen when you practice on a daily basis. At least only if you do not have much time, you can just practice 10 minutes. You can take 1 or 2 practices. You don't have to do all these practices. I've just taken all these practices so that anybody who is interested in 1 or 2 practices, they can choose these practices. And definitely it takes somewhere around 45 minutes. So people might not have this much of time. But at least you can choose 1 or 2 practices. Or only 1 practice. If that suits you, okay, from there you can just jump on, but at least you need to go on the board. So you need to try 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 practice, 2 practice. Okay, then it will gradually start happening. And maybe after, not only after some time, you need to practice all those things. You don't have to practice all those things. Because sometimes it is only one thing that will take you, to the other side. So only 1 practice can take you to the other side. But definitely these all practices are very much powerful. Whatever suits you is you need to find it out. Just find it out your own practice and practice in your own time for 5 minutes. I think 5-10 minutes, if not 20 minutes, it will start, piling up.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.